Sunday family. Today I just wanted to pop in and talk to you guys about my investing journey and how I got started. First of all, let me give you a little context. I basically had a what most Americans would probably consider to be a decent career at the time in my early 30s, and I basically was doing what most people do these days, and that's party and travel. So basically was using the money that I was earning to escape from a lifestyle that I really didn't want, that really wasn't fulfilling for me. And that was basically getting up, going to a job, working 8, 12 to 16 hours, and looking at it like, man, I'm really busting my ass, and I'm still in the same place, really. And I had always, from a young age, had this desire to be a wealthy person, financially free, and financially knowledgeable. So what I did was, a few years back, I opened me up a brokerage account, and I was like, you know what, enough is enough. It's time for me to begin this journey to building wealth. So I believe the first stock that I bought after I opened up that account was Ford. And I bought that company basically because I recognized the name. I had no financial understanding of what this company was doing, what they had planned for the future, their financials or anything, because I wasn't at that level of understanding as it relates to investing in these businesses yet. So the following months, I took it up on myself to read and do a ton of research, from purchasing books to reading articles to YouTubes to audiobooks. I mean, I'm doing this 3 to 4 hours a day because it actually became an addiction for me, because I'm learning something new and I'm hungry at that time. I'm like, my reality has got to change. And the funny thing about it, just a little side note, when you begin to attain this financial knowledge and understanding of how money works and how wealth is built, it's hard for you to go back to a lifestyle where you work in a 9 to 5. It's hard. Every day you wake up, it's beating you over the head because you know something that the majority of the people around you don't know. And it forces you to act, or it forces you to just become, or it forces you to accept the circumstances for what they are and just continue to be mediocre. Me, I wanted to be great. So I kept studying, and then I started buying quality businesses once I had an understanding, and I'm still learning. I'm still building my knowledge base. Nobody knows it all, but I've done a ton of research over the years. And I mean, not only just the stock market, but life insurance, real estate, things of that nature, just trying to grow my understanding of these vehicles to building wealth. So I tell everybody, the first thing to do is open you up a brokerage account. Even if you don't purchase a stock right away, just open up the account. And after you do that, begin to research and study. And then once you start to understand, as a matter of fact, call a friend, call somebody that you know. Go seek out a group on Facebook or Instagram. go to YouTube and begin to build. Then once you get to a level you feel comfortable, then start purchasing businesses. During that journey, the first thing I did was I started talking with my friends about it. So basically, all my friends and all my coworkers that I was around at that time, they all opened up brokerage accounts, and I started giving them the game. I started feeding it to them like every day. Like before we get started on our work for the day, we got to talk stocks for an hour. Or I get with my friends, we might be having a cocktail or something like that, and we sit down at the round table. That's what I like to call it, and we talk stocks. But if you come around me, I got to educate you. We got to step it up. So now that circle moved from a small circle of maybe 5 to 6 people to 20, 30 people. And then I went out and I started a group after joining other groups called Young, Black, and Wealthy. And I named it Young, Black, and Wealthy. Basically, if you look at the title, Young, Black, and Wealthy, that's the goal. And it doesn't have to be 20s, 30s. Youth is what you decide it's going to be. So you could be 50 or 60. You still young, black, and wealthy. But that group has grown to over 2,000 people. I believe in less than a year. I started an Instagram page. We on Twitter. We got another private group as well. But my thing is I started branching out and connecting and networking with people and teaching people. And the crazy thing about it is that as I began to teach people, it made me desire to learn more. Like I taught myself how to read financial statements. Like even when I first started, I was understanding companies and businesses, but now I can go into a company's financial statement and look and see if this company is growing its top line, growing its bottom line, if management is doing a great job of producing return for stockholders. And these are things that I had no clue about, but over time, from studying, taking the time, sitting down, and that's the thing, you got to sit your ass down, and you're going to have to make some sacrifices. And you're going to have to take that time in the day to do your research. I tell people, if you do 15 to 20 minutes of research per day, it's 7 days in a week. That means you'll get a few hours in per week of studying. You don't have to be like me to 3 to 4 hours a day, but you'll begin to grow in knowledge, and that's the key. Knowledge is the key. So get started. Go and open up that account and begin to research and start buying quality businesses so that we can build wealth, so that we can first of all begin to live life on our own terms first, because we have to make ourselves happy first. The ultimate goal is to be able to live a quality life into our older years and be able to leave something for the next generation and the next generation. And not just money, but financial principles that will help to keep that money within the family and continue to grow that money. So just keep those things in mind. Keep studying, keep going. For those that haven't jumped off the porch, come on, get into it. It's waiting on you. This is like free money. Let me just say this before I go. The day that I started really started really seeing my my stock or my account, my brokerage account grow. from dividends being reinvested and just share price appreciation. I was like, wait a minute, this can't be real. I mean, I'm not doing anything but putting this money into this vehicle, and it's making money for me while I'm enjoying my life. When it does that, when you recognize that and you see that, when you go into a position, when you start to really figure out which companies you want to get into and you up 30%, your money then grew 30%, you're going to become addicted to it. So I'm telling you right now, like, you don't even have to worry about whether you're going to be consistent. You'll be consistent because you're going to see your money growing. So I thank you for listening. I appreciate you. I appreciate all those that support Young Black and Wealthy, and not only support Young Black and Wealthy, but support anybody else that's out here doing it, because it's about the family, and we all family. So y'all have a great day, and God bless.